Hey guys, it's Amanda. So this week my video is inspired by my self-care post. I posted in the self-care forum that I'm going to be attending one of the local summer festivals this weekend with my family. I thought it would be a nice change of pace and some fun. One thing to understand about our culture here in northern Maine is that every town, large and small, has a festival every summer with games and food and entertainment, and it just brings the community out and everyone has a good time. So I'm excited about that, and that spurred my topic for this week, which is going to be on community outreach. Um, Another thing that the community does is the town that I live in and the town adjacent to us have Caribou is called Thursdays on Sweden Street, and here in Presque Isle it's called Rocky on Riverside. Basically, it's a street festival every other Thursday where all kinds of vendors, from food to tattoo shops to people doing face painting to raise money for charity to local authors to artisans. Basically, the community just comes together for a couple hours every other Thursday throughout the summer. It used to be that Caribou and Presque Isle had them on the same Thursday, so you had to pick one or the other. Finally, someone caught on, and now they're opposite weeks, so one week is Presque Isle and the next one is Caribou. So I say all that to say that my intern site, Healing Hearts, has a booth at Thursdays on Sweden Street in Caribou. It's right around the corner from the office, the street that they shut down for it, so it's really convenient for the staff. And every week they have a theme. Every other week, I should say. So the planning process for this started out with my field instructor leaving, and she was the one who really spearheaded doing outreach on Thursdays on Sweden Street just to get the name out there, so people could understand what services they offer and, just come up with some new referral resources and be public in the community, which I thought was a really great idea. So this year, with her leaving, it's been a transition. And the first week, we didn't have business cards, didn't have brochures, had some pens and some wristbands to hand out. And the new COO ran out and got some bubble stuff for the kids and some chalk, because we all get like a 10 by 10 space to set up, and so the kids could draw on the ground near us in the chalk. And we made it like family friendly, summer themed. It was pretty fun. But I kind of felt unprepared for it, and some other staff on site felt unprepared for it. So we got a list of the rest of the themes, and we decided for the rest of the summer that they were going to try to follow the theme of the week. 2 weeks ago, it was right after the 4th of July, so they did like a red, white, and blue day. And again, the COO went out and bought red, white, and blue stars and patriotic whistles and just some fun stuff for the kids. And my involvement changed from the first time we went out to the second time. The first one, I manned the table, asked any questions that people had walking by. And then the second time, I was like, well, what if we get out there and get mobile? The local recovery community had done something similar the week before. Other organizations had been walking around handing out brochures or items just to, intrigue some of the people walking by. So I took it upon myself to grab a stack of pens. I told my coworkers I'd be back, and I just walked around and made conversation with people and handed them pens, because God knows that you always need new pens. And those have the office contact information on them. And anyone who had questions, I was able to answer. If they were specific to clinical matters, I referred them to our table, which is conveniently located at one end where there's some food, so people walk by anyway. So I thought it was really cool to make some other connections. My field instructor and I had talked about my role in the street festival, and she thought it was really important for me to get a sense of community work. So this upcoming week, we took some time in our supervision as an agency last week to talk about the theme, because it's class night. And although a lot of us didn't go to school locally, we decided to follow that theme. And so we're going to wear whatever shirts we have from college or high school, and we're going to get some name tags with our names and what year we graduated, just to kind of fit in with the theme. I think everybody had some really cool and creative ideas. So that's been my experience thus far with community outreach. It's been really fun. It's been nice to talk to people, to hear more of their stories. My field instructor had talked about how before they did Thursdays on Sweden Street, some people had no clue what was in the building on the corner, and after they started doing it, they got a lot of referrals, and there were more people asking questions and calling on behalf of family members or friends. And so that's been really cool to see. So my question for you guys this week is, do you have any experience with community outreach, and what ideas did you have to make it creative and something that you could just bring to people? That's what I have for this week. See you guys in class.